Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and this is going to be card number 3 of our exclusive card club videos for the TT.Scrappers Stampin' Club. This is using the Painter's Palette stamp kit or stamp set, and we are doing 3 cards and a project, and the 3 cards I've done videos for the first 2, and this is the 3rd one. So in this kit you will see that you have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And then you have some Peekaboo Peach highlights with some Whisper White. I've also given you a piece of Whisper White that's already has a frame of Tip Top Taupe on it. So you will need that as well. And you will have a piece of window paper, which is just acetate. So this you can purchase, I think it's $5. Comes in 12 by 12 sheets, and you can cut it down to whatever size you need. So I'm putting that over here for now. And then you also have 2 ribbons that are Whisper White, and you have 5 hearts that I do not believe are Stampin' Up, so I apologize for that. I just used a regular heart punch and just punched them out. You'll have Whisper White cardstock, a piece of Designer Series paper, and a piece of Peekaboo Peach. And to do this card, we're actually going to do it this way. And if you want to go ahead and put your cardstock down onto the card base, you can. And we're going to do the, let's see, how do I want to do this? This way or this way? I think we'll do the regular piece of Peekaboo Peach cardstock on the bottom of the card. And it should be the length of the card. And then we are going to do the Designer Series paper, and you can use whichever side you'd prefer, but I wanted to use the Peekaboo Peach side. That was mostly Peekaboo Peach, but this would be pretty as well if that's what you would like to do. I'm going to use this side, and I'm covering up the whole card front with cardstock. So I'm just putting that one down here. Oh, don't do that yet. I totally lied. Don't do that yet. Sorry, guys. I need to do a bloopers video. Don't do that yet. Sorry. Take your longer piece of ribbon, which is about 6 inches, and put a little bit of glue on both ends. Or you could have glued it onto the paper first. Yikes. And I'm just going to put it kind of in the middle of this so that you can't really see the seam. Or just at the bottom, that's fine. Yeah, that's probably even better. Because it will distract away from the seam. And you don't want to pull it too tight. Otherwise you will bend your paper. But there we go. Woo! That was a good save. Now mine is still sticking up just a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ATG gun and put a little bit of glue right here in the middle, just a little bit, and stick my ribbon down to that. And this piece of ribbon I'm going to tie into a knot. So the smaller piece of ribbon, you just take it and tie it in a knot right over the cardstock and just pull it. And just one knot is fine. And you can see mine is still lifting up here, so I'm going to take some more ATG and stick it down on here and push that bad boy down. Now I'm going to take my scissors and clip these ribbons so that they're at an angle, just at an angle. That's cute already. If you want to, you might put a glue dot right inside there, or if you have some liquid glue like this, you might just put a little drop inside your knot, just because this paper or this ribbon looks like it wants to come untied. Whew, that was a little too much. But if you just put a little drop inside, it will stay and it will just make your knot stay. And no one will be able to tell that you even did that. Okay, and then also, if you have the die cuts, you can run this through your die cutting machine and you can cut out the inside of this frame with one of these square die cuts. If you do not have it, I want to show you how to do it. And I started to do it already and I thought, well, wait, maybe you guys don't know how to do that. So you just poke a hole with your little scissors into the middle of the frame, and then you kind of cut an X, or at least a T, into, I did a T on this one, into the middle of your card, so that it gives you some room to actually cut. And then I just go straight down to one of the corners, and then that gives you enough room to cut up, and then up again, and then up again. And you're just cutting really close to the frame. So use your sharp little booger scissors if you have them. I love these scissors. These are great because they have a spring on them, and so they're not so hard on your hands. Sometimes my hands start to hurt. I don't know that I have arthritis yet, but I think I'm headed in that direction. So those scissors help with that because it doesn't hurt my knuckles or my fingers because it has the spring loaded. I have some bumblebee scissors too. Oh, these are super sharp and super nice also. And you can get these at the craft store. You can get both of these at the craft store. This is sometimes with the sewing stuff. And they have a bigger pair too that I actually keep with my sewing stuff. I have, oh, well here, I have 2 pairs of each. I have the big pair and the little pair in my craft room and with my sewing stuff because I use these all the time. These are awesome for cutting fabric. And they stay closed with that little orange thing. I think the newer ones are easier or better to close because mine sometimes, even when it's closed, it's still, you can open it and then it's frustrating. So I think the newer ones are a little better with that, just FYI. Okay, so now that I have, oh, here's my other cardstock. I was like, what in the world? I also want to stamp on this piece of cardstock. I went ahead and cut and stamped this in the tip-top taupe because I wasn't sure if everyone had tip-top taupe. But the next one, this one, you're going to stamp in the black. And I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. You're going to use the frame. So I'm just putting this piece of cardstock down here. And we are going to fussy cut around this so it doesn't really matter if you have it straight or not. And I'm just taking my black and making sure that I've inked this up pretty well. And then I will perfect. Where's my cleaner thing? Oh, here it is. I need to clean my cleaner pads. I might do that later today. I think we're going to go see a movie tonight too. It's Saturday. I like to film these kind of early, or at least early in the month so that I have them done and I know that I at least have my designs ready and all of that. So before I cut this out, I'm going to go ahead and finish my stamping on here. And I'm going to just take my peach and I'm going to take the little dots that look like paint splatter and I'm going to just put them in my Peekaboo Peach and then put those down in here just haphazardly. like that. Very cute. And you're going to need to use a piece of your foam. I didn't give everyone a piece of foam. In your kits, you all got a card of foam. So like this is one of the cards. Let me just get one out if I can. Comes with two, but I gave each of you guys one card of foams. You're going to need to take one of those foams, so they're in little strips, and use it for this project. So I apologize I didn't give you an extra one, but I didn't know how to package that up. So I figured you guys wouldn't care. And what you're going to do is put this all around your frame. Just being careful to stay in the frame. And then I wouldn't take your best scissors. I would just take a pair of scissors that you have, and because cutting this stuff can make them kind of goopy. Unless you want to clean your scissors after you do this, that's fine too. And then just be sure that you get them close together. They don't have to necessarily touch because the insides are going to be this pink hearts, but you might want them, I mean, you don't want them to overlap or anything, but you might want to get them pretty close. And if you use glitter or something like that in a future card, be sure that you have them touching. In this frame, you use almost a whole one of these, and then you get just a little tiny bit of extra, which I have not saved yet, but I don't know, you could probably save that and use it for something, but I haven't done that yet. And then once you have that, you go ahead and put, actually, you know what, I'm lying. How about we go ahead and cut this out first? So I have my foam on there. I guess you could cut it before or after putting your foam on. It doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to fussy cut all around, leaving just a little bit of a border on my painter's palette. And how I like to cut little edges like this is I go in on both sides and then I do the middle. And sometimes I'll just bring that piece down so I can clip it off like that. And then this one I will cut like this, then I'll cut like this, and then I'll cut like this, and then I'll go in and I'll cut down. And on this one I'm just going to start out down because I already have the paper that way. And then I will cut across here. And down all the way there. And then I'm cutting this way, and this way, and this way. And then I'm going to pull that piece down just like I did the other side. I'm just pulling it down with my scissors, and then I'm going to trim it right off. Like so. And then I will cut down this side. And even sometimes if you have the die cut, like I have the square die cut, and as you can see, or as you could probably tell from having started it, I wasn't going to use that die cut for my card anyway, because sometimes, I don't know, just getting it out for one card isn't quite worth it to me sometimes. And you want to make sure when you're putting the foam down that you put it down within the frame, because you're going to put a frame on top of that frame and you don't want to see the white stuff. So again, I'm folding that down, and then I can just trim it right off. So once you have it all fussy cut, now I can put my little thingies in there. And then I'm going to take my window sheet and I'm going to attach it to the frame. The best thing I have found for that is this two-way glue pin. If you don't have this, you could use regular glue, but this two-way glue pin is really a nice thing to have if you don't have one of these. I think it's part of my adhesive package. If you guys are interested, look at the supplies list, and I have an adhesive package that is available every month so that you could get adhesive at a little bit of a discount. And I'm just putting this right on top of the window sheet, being careful to not have the window sheet show outside of the frame. But if you did, you could even go in and trim it off. But your window sheet should fit right inside the frame and you can't even see it when you're looking at it from the top. So now that I have my frame ready and I have my little pieces inside, I'm going to go ahead and peel off the tops, the sticky part of the foam tape. So this is just like Dimensionals, how it had two-sided sticky. Oops, he tried to jump out. And then I'm going to take my frame and I'm going to carefully place it right on top of that foam. And if you need to stand up or hold your tongue just right to do it, that's understandable. And then once you've got it, you've got a little shaker. Isn't that cute? He's kind of sticking on the bottom. Why are you sticking on the bottom? Well, I don't know why he's sticking on the bottom. He must have gotten stuck onto the tape a little bit, but hey, that's all right. We'll go on without him. And then we're going to tape this onto here like that. Isn't that cute? Oh my word. And I'm going to use this mono adhesive to adhere it just because it's easier than trying to use my glue gun. You could use the two-way glue gun too. And I'm just putting just a little bit of glue on here. And I'm just sticking it on this side of the bow. Oh, it's so cute. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to take a little expression of love, or whichever one you want, but I'm going to use the little expression of love. Put that on my block. And I'm going to, in black archival ink, I'm going to put that right over here. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. And there we go. We have our finished card. Isn't that cute? A little expression of love, and then you can write your little note inside. Oh, it's so much fun. These cards just kind of scream shaker card. I really did put a ton of glue in there. I don't know if you can still see how wet it is. Whew. Oh well, that's okay. Nobody's perfect, and certainly I'm not. But I hope that I'm helping you learn some things, and I hope that you're having fun. So thanks a bunch for joining the club, and hopefully you'll join next month, and I'll let you know what stamp set we'll be using soon. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.